Hello and welcome. Today's exciting episode is a sewing vlog. I was hoping to have a tweed jacket made by today so I could drop that episode instead, but it's a sewing vlog.
It's perfect. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Perfect jacket.
So these are sewing vlog snippets from the end of the end of Feb through to this month. And that's the tweed that I was hoping to make up into a jacket, but I got distracted by making this bright shiny thing. It might remind some of you of my Edinburgh jacket because it does have similar palette. But or it might remind some of you of a rock climbing wall. But yeah, this is the one I'm working on at the moment. But beading jackets takes forever. So yeah, I thought I'd give you a little bit of a sewing vlog instead. So please enjoy these behind the scenes snippets for the past few weeks while I continue with my beading. I've managed to film a few collections videos this month, which has been impressive because last month I didn't do any. There was the video where I showed all my red and pink tweed jackets, ending with this gorgeous, very, very over beaded one in hot pink, magenta and red. Once I filmed and edited that, I carefully put away all the jackets and I used this one here as a base to start making that red and hot pink flower jacket in the background. I was thinking about using the Vogue 1536, but I ended up using the other one because it's baggier and that's what I like. So next I shot the everything I made in December 2022. And these are the commercial patterns I used during that period. And then I put all the December dresses in the wardrobe, finally. And then I got out all the ones that I made in January. This is in chronological order, so right down to the end of January here. So I don't like them in this order. I think I will... They look a bit, there's so much hand sewing done here. All the cuffs of the sleeves as well as all the hems and all the lining. Ugh. Anyway, but I don't like them in this order. So I think I will reorganize them so that they're in color coordinated order. But first, I think I have to clean up everything else. I've got fabric everywhere. I've got out some beige fabrics to set dress for the everything I made video, but now I'm just putting them over the because February is red and pink, so I'm putting them over the February tweeds. It is a big old mess here, and this is a jacket I'm making a wearable mock-up of. There you go. It's coming along nicely, the floral jacket. I've put some more red in there and also I've started a little bit of the hot pink. So it's quite cute. And there for another jacket video, obviously, trying a new pattern. I do not like trying new jacket patterns. This one has darts though, so I know a lot of people like darts because they've got a larger bust than me, so they sort of need darts. I prefer princess seams, but each their own. So I am trying it out to see how it goes. Okay, this is me clearing everything away, ready to shoot the January, everything I made in January video. So as you can see, I've got out the beige because that month was supposed to be beige and pale blue. So I've got out the remaining beige fabrics and I've sort of draped them over all the mess. I'm sure it's not fooling anyone, but now it is time. Ta-da! I put them in color coordinated order. They're so much prettier when they're in order. So, and I made an awful lot of green ones. Green is my favorite color, but March is green month. So I'm not worried. I've still got loads of green to do, but yeah. Anyway, and I love those bright ones as well. Now it is time to film. So then I filmed that whole video. This is the opening sequence of that video. And I stuck my vintage petticoat under that one and it looks so cute. It sort of just peeks out the bottom. So cute. So these are the January commercial patterns that I use. So if you like any of them, you'll find a how to make video on those. And this is the closing scene. But when I shot it, this bit of footage, it's nice and light, but yeah, shooting that January video, I was feeling so under the weather, so it took me forever to shoot all the, because yeah, changing all the mannequins is actually quite physical work if you're not feeling up to it. So anyway, I got that done finally, and then once that was done, I've put almost all of these away. I decided to keep out the green dresses because, as I said, next month is for March and, you know, St. Patrick's Day. I decided green will be the theme for that. So I just thought it might be nice to have them in the March plans video, just have a rack of green there so it looks like, I don't know, you can see what the theme is at any rate. So now I have to put away all this rubbish here. This is all the, well, not rubbish, but it's all the beige stuff that I sort of got out and draped for the beige video. So I'll take all those away and then I don't know, I guess I'll replace them with green stuff. So then I carefully packed away all the tweeds for the last 2 months, all the beige ones and the pink and red ones. And I feel like such a failure. Look at all the tweeds I didn't get to. Anyway, and I got out all the green tweeds. I'm absolutely determined to do better this month. Yeah, I mean, I do want to try new patterns, but I also really, really, really want to make up some of these green tweeds into gorgeous Chanel style jackets. And speaking of my plans for March, I just made that video, which was exhausting. Lots of lifting and carrying and stuff. I love these green beads over this dress. It just looks so cute. But I still haven't hemmed the sleeves, so this is going in the March pile as well because I have to hand stitch all the cuffs on those. Okay, so I cleared out everything green, and this is the box of things projects I'm going to make so this month. And then the next thing I did was put everything I made in February on the rack. And there's now over 40 dresses in my wardrobe, and it's getting pretty snug in there. So I'm not sure where these ones are going to go once I finally shoot this video. But actually there's 3 on here that I didn't get around to putting the linings in. So we'll take them out. Okay, that's looking much more reasonable. There's only about 7 or 8 things that I actually made this month. The rest I just put dresses that I made, but I only just put the lining in this month. So I made them in December, January, and only put the lining in them this month and did the hems. But I've also forgotten to do the cuffs on those ones. So I think there'll be March ones as well, unless I can magically finish them quite soon. So here we go. I've put them in chronological order that they were made in. I think my favorites are the blue dress and the navy hooded coat. They are pretty fabulous. I mean, I like them all. I mean, if you make something, of course you're gonna like it. But with the jumper dress, I'm sort of more happy that I made it than I'm happy that I'm going to be able to wear them. I don't really like V-neck dresses. It never occurred to me. I'm a bit dense, but yeah, there's quite a few that need to be hand stitched. These sleeves, so I shall go ahead and do that now. Oh, and when I was sick with that stomach bug, I couldn't really get up and do anything. So I just lay there and I got all these photos off Pinterest, and I worked out which ones I'm going to post on Instagram. So that was, I don't know, it was a vaguely productive use of my time. I absolutely love fashion. I think it's such a beautiful art form. But also, you know, historically, it really tells you so much about societies and how they're evolving, how they're sort of fighting within each other. And yeah, I just love it. It says so much, and yet, I don't know. I know a lot of people make fun of fashion, but I, for one, absolutely love it. So I went ahead and hand stitched all the sleeves, not just the ones of the things that I'd made start to finish in February, but also the ones that I just lined that had been made in January that I was just, so yeah, I was really happy with that. And then on my productivity kick, I tidied up my threads drawer, so they're all nice and neat and very easy to see what's what. So I was very happy with that. And I've also dumped out this is the pile of ruby dresses that I'm going to hopefully finish in March. So I just did one to start with because I didn't want to sort of get too overwhelmed and give up. So I've done one. But then there was enough light because it was a bit cloudy and rainy and overcast before, but then there was enough light to shoot the everything I made in February video. This footage is just a few highlights from that, and I really love this blue one. I think it looks so vintage, and there's a pink and red one as well, and anything with that 1950s petticoat underneath just looks so adorably vintage. So now, and then I put all them away and got out the green jackets to shoot that collections video of all my green tweeds. And yeah, I think I have about 50 or 60 dresses in my wardrobe now. So I think April is most definitely going to be a separates month because I do need more skirts and shirts, but sort of hitting maximum density with the dresses. Anyhow, I shall go and get more green jackets because this is only some of them. So I ended up getting out 20 jackets for the green jacket collection video, and then it was too late to shoot, so I just hemmed another dress, and then I finally shot the green jacket video, and these really are some of my favorite jackets. And yeah, you can tell I just sit there chatting about how much I like all my jackets. It's not the most critical look back at what I've made, but yeah, there are some gorgeous tweeds and some beautiful beads used in the beaded trims and all over beading. So yeah, it was nice to get them out and have a look at them all. But yeah, every time I get out some jackets, I sort of have to carefully get out each of the storage boxes, carefully go through them, do the thing, shoot the whole video, edit it together, and then I have to get out all the boxes again and carefully pack everything away. So it is quite the workout. And but yeah, it's also fun. And when you do a collections video, it does mean that you don't have to make something start to finish, which is good. It means I get more time to concentrate on making the, doing all the hand finishing details of whether it's hemming a dress or making a jacket from scratch. So yeah, it is making me, because it takes much less time to shoot a collections video, I feel like I'm having more time to invest in making jackets, which is stressing it, it's reducing my stress, which is good. But yeah, it was also really lovely to get these green jackets out. But it is time to put them all away and get out all the jackets I made last year, so I can shoot that all the jackets I made last year video. Okay, I definitely got in my steps, carefully unpacking all these. I don't see the point in counting garments when you're making something with so much handwork in there, but I think there's 28 or there's 2 missing, so maybe 30. And yeah, I've kept 2 off screen and I'll just show them at the end. And then after I did that, I just decided I wanted to make something, because I've been shooting so many different collections videos and hemming all those ones that I made earlier on in the year. So I really, really wanted to make a dress with lots of different bands of all different prints mixed together. So this is the one I'm working on. Pretty happy with it, but I think the next one I do will have even more different types of fabric. Yeah, I think it would look more interesting if there were even more. So if I had a dozen different fabrics and only used each one once, I think that would be interesting. So yeah, and this is my last tier. I've got 3 more to go, and there's 8 sections of those, so that one's going to take forever. And what I've done is I've done a French seam for each of them. That's why it's a bit puffy, so it really does need those last 3 really wide layers just to sort of weight it down a little bit more. I can't decide whether to do a collar or not, because I think it kind of needs one, but I don't want one. So yeah, I've just left it for the moment, and I think I will shoot all the jackets I made last year one. But I had to put them in a better order because I didn't like them in the order that they are. I've sort of had a couple of goes at it, and this is the order I like. So I think that I am ready to shoot that video. But it's a lot of these, there's a lot of really fully beaded ones, so they're quite heavy. So it's kind of like lifting very delicate, very precious weights. Oh, this bubblegum and blue one, there's a Liberty print that's this exact color, and I just love it so much. These exact colors, I love it so much, and I was sorely tempted. But I ended up going with this one because I just love snowdrops so much. And I kind of miss living in Edinburgh, and it just reminds me of them. So I think I prefer that than the bubblegum blue one. But I might get the other one later. Okay, I finally shot the video for everything I made in 2022. Goodness me, that took forever to shoot, even though I was trying to keep it down to a minimum, because I'm fascinated by my jackets, but I know other people sort of have a limit to their enthusiasm for them. I haven't done the narration yet because as I'm shooting, I sort of go through it in my mind, and I was sounding very same because I was like, oh, I love this one. Oh, I love this one. Oh, okay. Well, this is the Edinburgh jacket, so of course I love this one. The Italian silk lining is so gorgeous, but so is the whole thing. And this is the last one, the gingerbread house one. And finally, I was packing them away as I went, and so finally the rack was clear. So then I decided to put all the dresses on there. These are the ones that haven't been finished yet. Now, the pink one was from last month, but I still haven't put the lining in it. I think I'm going to have to buy some pink because I've got beige that sort of goes, or I've got black because it's pink and black. But I don't think the black will look good. So yeah, anyway, so all those ones need lining. 2 of them have lining, but they need sleeves and another ruffle. And I've also still got the green one. I'm really glad I made this green one because everything else is not green and it's green month. But I mean, I could just get some of the green dresses I've already made out of the wardrobe, but there's already more than enough on the rack. So here is the band dress. I call it the cake layer dress. And what I've decided to do about the collar is something that I saw on Instagram and Pinterest. People who have these sewing Etsy small businesses, they make dresses, and then separately they'll also sell you a separate collar. It's kind of like a necklace that you button at the back, but it's a collar. So I think I'll do that with this because, yeah, I do think it would look more balanced with a collar, but I also know I would prefer to wear it without one. So I think that's what I'll do with that. Just make the dress and then make a separate collar. And that way I think I'll make the collar out of the green one with the rusty coloured roses. And that way I can wear it with other dresses of that fabric. So this is just the rack. I'm showing you all the dresses that still need their lining. And these are 2 Chanel tweed jackets, half made. Most of that video is done also. I just need to finish that, but I haven't. This one, I hit pause on this. It's a wearable mock-off of another new style Vogue jacket jacket sewing pattern that I haven't tried before, and I could not decide whether to crop it or not. But I've decided I'll just make the full jacket at its full length, and then maybe afterwards I'll crop it. And that way I'll be able to better judge whether I like the pattern or not. So, and this one is sitting here unfinished because with flower jackets, you just need so much room. Like you have to clear the entire workbench, and it's like making a dry stone wall. You need everything out so you can pick the perfect size flower to put on. And my layer cake is my layer cake dress. Still isn't finished because I can't decide which order to put the last 3 layers on in. I know that's pathetic. Oh, this is the inside. This is what I mean where it's nice and tidy on the inside because everything's done with French seams, which is awesome for the inside. It is really nice and tidy, but it means that it's got a little more bulk, a little more volume, the skirt, than I'm used to. So it really does need those heavier, wider last 3 layers. And this is them, but I was also thinking that I might take one of those out and save it for a different dress and put in another band of this. But because it is such a wide band, like it's 8 strips, salvage to salvage, of this fabric, which takes up a lot of fabric, and then I wouldn't have enough for anything else of this fabric. So yeah, I've decided to save this, and I'm going to make a really simple summer dress out of that and just use these 3 on the cake layer. I'm also going to make an aqua and green cake layer dress, just the 2 colours. There's 8 yards of that, 4 and 4. And yeah, I'm just going to sort of mess with diagonal and vertical panels. This is all going to be one dress, and it's just going to have the most gorgeously wide panels at the bottom. And I'm going to make it to match that rainbow sort of tie-dyed looking tweed, because I'm going to make a jacket out of that. It's going to be such a cute outfit. But what I'm working on at the moment is this beaded jacket. So I think in my March plans video, I said that I had a jacket, a green jacket, and I was going to make this, but a camouflage version. I didn't explain it very well, but basically just what I mean was I was going to use green and brown beads and make that sort of camouflage colour out of all different beads together. But I started with mainly brown ones, and I really like it. There's only just a handful of olive green or sort of, yellowy browny greens in there, and I just love it the way it is. It just looks so beautiful. I love that you can see so much of the green underneath. So I think it will be more, I'm going to feel it more, but it will have the same feel and look as this. But yeah, I'm going to leave some little bits of green. And these are the other fabrics. So I'm sort of rethinking the navy blue and white snowdrop fabric. I'm not sure I need a dress out of that. I've got the layer cake dress, so maybe I'll save that for a couple of months, because I do want a summer dress out of it, but maybe not for green month. I do have all these other greens, but I think I'll just do the tweeds first, because I really, really want more green tweed jackets, because they're just the most beautiful tweeds. So yeah, I'll do a little bit more on this, but the next the next video you see will probably a start to finish sewing video where I make a Chanel style tweed jacket out of this lovely green and blue French style tweed. So thank you very much for watching, and yeah, I'm going to go and get back to my beading of this camouflage jacket, and then I will make a Chanel style tweed one. Happy sewing.